Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome the great, the Major Bendy himself, Michael Kanik, to the
And
show. Michael, welcome back to the show, dude. We've missed you. How you been?
thank you so much for having me on again, guys. It's incredible. I was just thinking today, first time ever doing a podcast was with you guys, and now I feel like I do one every week. It's insane, so I love it. Uh,
We got to have you on
wow.
more often. I'll just say it. We got to have you on more often.
Whenever you guys want, I'll do it every week with you guys if you want.
I love
Hey,
it.
you know what? If you want to sit in for a show one day and not even just have an interview, just to kind of free flow it, man, we'll love to have you on.
Hell yeah.
I'll do that all the time. I'll just fucking I have this gift of talking shit no matter what.
You fit
Plus I
right
get to
in.
just was it the Tom Green show where it was the guy behind in the painting just with the cup of coffee and didn't say anything but just giggle?
I think so.
I
I
think
think it
that
was.
was,
I
Yeah.
yeah.
think that was the Tom Green show.
I'll do that just with like a beer in my hand.
Speaking of beers in hand,
Scott, why don't you go into it?
so the last time you were on, you
Yeah.
had one. I didn't. I said, damn it, the next time we get Kanik on the show, I am having a beer in hand. I'm not letting him ride solo. So I am here to drink with you, my friend. I have a Los Guerreros, which is
Chavo,
Chavo
I love it.
Guerrero's beer. It's my favorite. It's the best of the best. So here is cheers to Fully Posable and cheers to Kanik.
And
Cheers,
on
guys.
top of that, Canik's success from Major Bendy's and Big Rubber Guys.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, thank
cheers.
you
Absolutely.
guys. I
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
appreciate that.
Cheers.
And
Uh,
I have Chavo with me right now.
There it is. Love it. There it is.
oh, you guys made a Pepe figure with that's a Chavo accessory.
Yeah. And this is actually our exclusive in WCW packaging.
Oh, nice.
WCW-esque packaging. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, I thought it was the Sheik from the Iron Claw movie. That's pretty good.
I see what you did there. Michael, before we jump in and grill you with questions and all that stuff,
Yeah,
you are going to be at the Fig Life Meetup 3.
I
And
will.
we want to say thank you. Before we jump in all that, I do want to say thank you for showing up. Scott told me that you and him were talking, and you even had it on your calendar that you were just going to show up.
Yeah.
Um, personally, that's awesome. Personally,
I
I
can't
want
wait.
to. Personally, I want to thank you. That means a lot to us. You know, we've known you for quite a while, going back to your Eagle Moss days and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I want to thank you for that from us over here, just for you showing up. And then you're also going to be doing a giveaway.
Yeah. I mean, one, like any chance I get to meet up with anyone from the community, I always try to do so.
Mhm.
Um, and you guys have been very supportive with me since day one. So obviously I have to go support you guys. But first of all, just meet with you guys. I'll do that anytime I can, and just hang out and have fun. I'm gonna probably stop by for, you know, a few minutes, maybe a 30 minutes to an hour.
Long enough for a drink.
Yeah, depending on my schedule. I say that, and I'll probably end up being blacked out by the end of the night with you guys.
That happens. It happens. We hit
But
that
yeah,
time travel stage.
I'll just text the guys and go fuck yourself.
In the nicest way possible.
It's a term of
Yeah.
endearment.
It really is.
That's how I tell them you're not gonna see me until tomorrow morning, and I'll be wearing the same clothes.
Prime in hand.
um, yeah, and for the giveaway, I'm gonna bring our WrestleCon exclusive, which is the Macho Man that we announced today.
Oh,
Awesome. Let me
The
bring it up.
Macho
I've got a
Man,
picture of it.
big rubber guy.
oh, that's awesome, man. I knew you were bringing a big rubber guy. I didn't know which one, but this is awesome. So I'll kind of go into this. You guys announced today for WrestleCon that you guys are going to have a table with uh the big rubber guys and
Yeah,
the Major Bendies. And you guys are also going to be having a WrestleCon exclusive. And as you can see right there, Macho Man in green trunks. And it's going to be a
yeah,
special WrestleCon giveaway.
It's
Love it, man.
beautiful.
It
It's
is.
beautiful.
yeah. And this is might be one of our rarest big rubber guys because we did a limited amount. I'll say the number. We only made 500 of these.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay. That's rare.
Yeah. So, to give you an idea, we sell a lot more big rubber guys than 500. So it's rare.
It looks fantastic. I love it. That is so
Thank you.
badass. So they can only get it at WrestleCon?
So, it's a WrestleCon exclusive. It's going to have the WrestleCon logo on the packaging. Nice little sticker on the front because I used to be a Funko collector and I like stickers, so I try to slap them on as much as possible.
Makes it very official. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna hold a few inventory behind, and I want to give people who couldn't attend WrestleCon a second chance in receiving
Badass.
this.
I love it.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we might do a slight price increase for the online sales, but so that way it's more of an incentive if yeah, at the show, pick it up there instead of waiting. Plus, you're guaranteed to get it if you see it because I have a feeling this might go fast.
For
Mhm.
sure.
But yeah, I just want to give people a fair opportunity to get it, even if you couldn't make it out to Philly. So I wish everyone could. That way we could all hang out and watch me get blacked out drunk somewhere.
And eating cheesesteaks like David Hasselhoff style. We'll be sitting on bathroom floors. And oh, it's such a mess.
100% that's gonna happen.
There's no doubt. We're making a video, dude.
Vegas won't even take that bet. That's gonna happen.
Oh, this is such
It's
a mess.
lock.
So, out of curiosity, for the WrestleCon exclusive, what made you go green trunks macho? I mean, you guys have the macho in orange.
Yep.
What made you go green? Was there any talk of going purple? Was there any talk of going blue, maybe?
Yeah, we're going back and forth on what was the best options. Green just felt like it was like the Philly fit, right? For the Eagles and stuff. And
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
so that's why we went with green. And it goes, we just don't do repaints for the repaint, right? Like it has to fit with the mold.
Mhm.
And that's it played out well for us that it was green, Eagles, and it fit with the mold of how he wore it. There's pictures of him doing the point and everything and the outfit. So we've had this plan for a very long time, and we decided to announce it today for WrestleCon.
So I'm looking over your right shoulder and I see a big rubber guy of Magnum TA, one of my favorites of all time.
Yes.
How did you get yours before me? I'm complaining. I'm complaining.
Rank has privilege, Jeff.
This is actually a prototype that's resin.
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually not rubber, and he may have broke.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh shit.
But
Oh
it snaps
no.
right back in.
Oh.
They do it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's such a good. And you guys just wrapped up sales on Magnum TA and both Hacksaw Jim Duggins.
Yes. I was a little nervous about this line when we started with Series 1.
Mhm.
We started with Matt and Brian, and we made a limited amount of them both and had them in stock. I'll say the number. I think we've announced it already, but we only made 600 of each Matt and Brian.
Mhm.
And it didn't sell out right away, but it sold enough where I said, okay, we have something here. We can
Mhm.
continue with this line. And we did Series 2, which was Demolition, and Demolition just like killed it, like almost tripled the numbers of Matt and Brian.
Wow.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, they did really well. And then we put out Series 3, and the numbers just went down.
Which is surprising because that was Andre. Those were big names, Andre Flair and Jannetty.
No, yeah, Series 3 was Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, I apologize. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Series
It's
4
is
is Andre and Macho, but Series 3 is Ric Flair, which I mean, I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but I think the Ric Flair is the best Ric Flair figure that might be out.
Oh, it's a good,
It's so good.
it's an excellent Ric Flair because it's him, 1986, 87.
It's in the
See,
iconic pose of the iconic promo. The Sergeant Slaughter is the unreleased Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Um, Marty Jannetty, I just love Marty Jannetty. So,
mhm.
um, but yeah, the numbers tanked. Now, when I say they tanked, it just didn't do demolition numbers, but they did do above Series One, and I got a little nervous. And then I think it took fans to get them in hand. I think it's us shooting us in our foot with the pre-order model that we've created. That once people got it in hand, now there's more faith in what we're doing.
Mhm.
And now I think the success of Big Rubber Guys, you'll see in the future. Retailers are picking us up, such as Big Bad Toy Store. We have a distribution deal with Diamond, so you can actually go to your local comic shop and just request them to pre-order Big Rubber Guys or Major Bendy's, um, and you can just get it directly, pick it up at your shop.
Nice.
Um, we've seen that increase to the point where I don't, not a knock on Magnum, but I just didn't think that Magnum was going to do as well as he is doing right now in sales, to the point where he has sold more than Ric Flair, which is
That
insane.
is, wait, what? That's a mind-blowing stat, honestly.
So,
Yeah,
so what's the number difference? You don't have to say how many Magnums sold. You don't have to say how many Rick sold,
Are
but
you
what
talking
was,
twice as many? Like,
um, I wouldn't say twice as many. Um, at the last time I checked, it was like 100 difference,
do
but the
you think
period is
wow.
that's
still not over.
just because Flair's had more figures on the market, maybe as opposed to Magnum, that people are just clamoring for Magnum merchandise? Is that
I think I think there's multiple reasons why. I think um the guys from the NWA are getting a second win with all the documentaries and internet publications that are going on. Um, but I think people were just unsure of what we were actually producing, because how many people have attempted to do what we're doing now and failed? And those are bigger companies.
right?
And I, once again, I don't want mean to blow smoke up my ass, but I'm going to do it anyway. We have something really good,
You do.
and I think people just didn't have the faith in us in doing so. And I think once people got Series 3 in hand, now they had Series 2, Series 3, the people who had Series 1, but Matt and Brian aren't. I was probably going to get my ass kicked right now for saying it, but they're not wrestling legends, right? They weren't in the era of the 80s, right? In the 90s guys. Um, so us producing people from that generation and in the quality that we're doing it, and now that people have it in hand, I think more and more people are going to start ordering these figures, which means, Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, Series 5, I think are going to just end up becoming a lot more collectible um, in the times come. I've seen the eBay pricing on these things, and I'm even shocked. I'm like, fuck.
Well, even
Like,
you guys put up the prototypes on eBay, didn't you?
yeah, we put a few prototypes up on eBay because
And
I
those
kept on getting,
prices,
yeah.
that was
I,
insane.
I kept on getting emails and direct messages from people saying that they want to buy a prototype. And I was like, well, we just spent a crap ton of money on storage this month in preparation for Big Rubber Guys, that I was like, well, we can recoup our money putting them on eBay and see what happens. And
There
I'm
you go.
thinking it's gonna go for 200, $300. And I forgot what the Ric Flair ended up at. I think it was $500 or $600.
It was in there, yeah.
Oh man.
Well, actually, when I last
Nice.
saw it, it was at like 490, and it had like a day or something left, or I can't remember what the time frame was, but it still had a while to go.
Yeah, I think out of 5 prototypes, 2 being major bendies and 3 being big rubber guys, the total sales of that was somewhere, I think it was 2,500.
Hmm.
Of the group thing. For the life of me, I can't tell you what each one went for.
Yeah. So those figures are starting to prove their worth. Like a lot of people are clamoring for those, and you said it best. A lot of people needed them in hand first,
Right.
and then once. Here's what happens when this is across the board.
Yeah.
People are hesitant when a company first starts.
Right.
People are hesitant to purchase. Oh, are they going to take my money? This is the feeling. We see it every single
Right.
time. Then when people receive the product and people start taking pictures and sharing them out on Instagram and sharing them out on Twitter and YouTube
Yeah.
and whatever it may be, what happens is a lot of people are like, oh my God, those are awesome. Guess what sets in? The famous
Yeah.
word of FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to miss out again. So guess what happens when series 3 goes up, or series 2 or 4, or whatever it may be, sales start to increase. And that's
Yep.
exactly what happens. And it's happening with you guys, and I'm happy for you guys. I really am. And going back also to Brian and Matt, you were talking about how they aren't the era of the 80s. We talk about it on the show all the time. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. I mean,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of money there too.
exactly. A lot of us
Yeah.
80s kid may have a couple extra dollars to spend, and we see a Ric Flair, we see the Magnum TA. That's what I did. I saw the Magnum TA. I was like, all right, here's my money,
Yep.
Yeah.
Take my money.
As I said, when we first started, Magnum TA is one of my favorites of all time. So of course I'm going to jump in on anything Magnum TA. Big rubber guy, Mattel, Power Town, whatever it may be, I'm jumping in on
Yeah.
this figure. So anyways, I think the nostalgia is what hits us a lot. And it's no knock against Matt or Brian. I think you just
Right.
you said it best when, it's those 80s guys that get us, that we may not have had figures of in the past, or not
Yep.
as many figures of in the past.
When speaking of FOMO, I'm just wondering, do you still have Demolition and Magnum and Flair under a deal to make more figures?
Yeah. So let me go back to what you just said about nostalgia, and then I'll get to you. I tell people I am not in the figure making game. I sell nostalgia to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I am basically the biggest drug dealer in the world, because nostalgia is the best type of drug in the world.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I saw Madonna last night, and that's all it was nostalgia, man. I get it 100%. And a hook, line, and sinker. Like, you got me. I'm good. I get it.
Yeah, so we have Ric Flair to a long-term contract. We have Demolition, and I think we have Demolition for maybe a 2 or 3 year contract, and I'm sure they would be happy to extend with us if we need more time, but we have them for a while. So with that said, we're gonna do more Ric Flairs, we're gonna do more Demolitions. They will
Perfect.
not be in the same mold. Because I feel like doing the same mold of those, to me, it can't be done with Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I could paint the suit a different color and be corny and milk out the system. It's just not going to look right.
Yeah.
There's going to be no graphic of him doing that pose, wearing that type of suit. And then it's just, I think it loses the integrity of it being a collectible and going for the amount that it's going for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there will be more Ric Flairs. It's just not going to be from that mold. And the same goes for the Demolition. We'll probably go back to Demolition and do it at another time. Is it scheduled? No. But
Okay.
it will probably happen, and it'll probably be a whole different look. Definitely a whole different mold. But with that said, on the repaints, we will probably repaint things like we're doing it now with Macho Man. and it just makes sense that way. When it makes sense and we can make it in an exciting thing like a WrestleCon exclusive, we'll do it. We don't want to do repaints just to do repaints.
Got it. The
Yep.
Now this one with Magnum and Hacksaw, that was series 5.
Series 6, I think.
That was series 6.
Think so. I don't know. I should know these things.
This is why we love you. This is why we love you, Michael. This is why we love you, dude.
Series 4 is Macho and Andre. Series 5 is the Bulldogs.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. And then this is series 6 of Hacksaw and
Magnum.
Magnum. Am I thinking of something else?
Estimated shipping date for the Bulldogs?
So I'm hoping April still,
Okay.
but it may be delayed now because what they produced from the factory for a mold was unsatisfactory to me
Okay.
and to the guys. So we told them to redo the mold. And when you do that, it's an extra couple $1,000
Mhm.
Oh,
and probably an extra $15,000. And that's a hit on us, but we would rather take a hit than produce something and release something that will hurt the integrity of the company. And it's also an insult to the fans when we do something like that, because these are expensive. Everyone's working hard, everyone makes a few dollars, and uh, they decide to spend that money on us, right?
Mhm.
So I want to make sure, and the guys want to make sure that we're producing the best quality that we can for the money that you guys are giving us.
So I got to ask a Mark question.
Yeah.
You guys signed Robert Gibson. Is it right?
uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess he announced it already, right?
I've series 7 big rubber guys question mark, or is it in the pipeline? Because you guys have Ricky Morton as well, right?
Yeah.
I,
Um,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying.
they're scheduled for sometime in 2024.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you
you got
thinking a 2-pack at all? Or are you still going to stick with the single?
Um,
I know we
I
kind
don't.
of talked about this last time, but I was just wondering if there was any
Yeah,
movement on that.
it's my OCD that I try to fix. Um, hence the alcohol.
Whatever works.
But no, I'm more open to doing it in the packaging. I just don't want it to be too much looking like an LJN because I want it to be big rubber guys. I don't want this to be something where people just say, "Oh, they're copying LJNs," even though it's a homage project, right?
It's
But
it's not a copy. No, it's an homage. It's a love letter, as I
yeah,
call them.
yeah, yeah. So I kind of want to make this our own thing.
Okay.
So, but I'll I'm open to putting them in a 2-pack box set.
Oh.
Um, I think it needs that resealable packaging style that we've
Agree.
been producing.
Yep.
So it's a little bit more of our style, and I just really think these things look so cool signed. Um,
There you go, Jeff.
Okay.
WrestleCon. Yep.
This is going to be one of my other questions for you.
Yep.
I have a mat here. I mean, I don't want to show his ugly face, but
See what I like about
All
it.
that signage area, all that
yeah,
area to put that beautiful signature on is.
That's exactly where I was going.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jeff asked me, he goes, should I take my demolition BRGs to WrestleCon? and I threw a few expletives in there with a big yes afterwards. Like, you need to get those signed. Absolutely.
You mother
Yeah,
effer.
Yeah.
I have my sets signed in the protectors over there. If I take it out right now to show in the camera, everything's gonna fall down. So I'm not
Don't
gonna
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah,
Don't do
don't
it.
do
Don't
it.
do it. It's not worth it, man. We're
It's
not
not
worth
worth it. We'll take your word for it. It's okay.
But they look incredible signed. I recommend using a fancy paint pen on Amazon. You get like 12 colors for I think like $15. It's an insane deal. You'll probably only use like 6 of those colors. You can just toss the rest out.
Okay.
But they dry really fast and they work great on plastic surfaces.
Which ones? Those ones.
They're just called fancy.
Oh,
It's something I like randomly discovered on Amazon, and everyone who uses it says it's the best.
Well, there we
okay.
go, Jeff. We got to get a set of those.
I'm gonna jump on Amazon. I got actually a cart going right now. I guess I could throw that in there.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you the link later. It's great. But yeah, I'm excited for WrestleCon because I am bringing a bunch of shells for the big rubber guys and everyone that I know that it's coming out. I'm gonna just be running and getting it signed. So if you see me running up to someone with a big rubber guy shell, you can know that they're signed to a deal.
Do you want
Get
me
out
to
of that
just
man's way. He's on a mission.
do you want me to just man the booth before the Fig Life Meetup 3 so you can go get some stuff signed? I'll help out, dude. I don't mind.
I have Hornswoggle doing that. I'm putting him to work and just
Jeff works for
all the
Goldfish,
product. Okay.
Just toss me a prime energy, or not energy, but just toss me a prime. I'll be fine, dude. I'll help out, dude. I'll help out. It's
So,
okay.
Michael, were you happy with the sales numbers on the Bulldogs?
Yeah, the Bulldogs actually so they shocked me. It did a lot better than I expected. Um and so I set the final numbers to um the families of both Bulldogs, and they were very pleased. From my understanding, it might be the best selling figures that they've had from any of these independent companies.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Are there more on the horizon, you think? I mean, and I know you're not in the repaint game, but to do like new molds, any plans for future Bulldogs?
yeah, I think it's open for anyone that we've already made. Um,
Plus, they had so many looks too, right? You could go with a number of colors on the tights.
yeah, and we've announced already we're gonna start at like an evergreen section where it's almost like a top hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these won't be just repaints. Um, these are gonna be new molds where so it'll be a mixture of both, right? You
Okay.
might get a repaint, but you might also get a new mold, and that way when you go, there are people who are just discovering that we exist, right?
Mhm.
And right now, if they go on majorbendies.com, there's no product for them to order and have in hand the next day. Or not next day, because let's face it, I'm not Jeff Bezos. I still do all the shipping myself.
Not until you get
But
that
let's
fleet
say
of drones. I mean,
I need a fleet of drones so badly.
and a couple of clones while you're at it. Like,
Yeah. No one wants more of me. Um, but yeah, so if you place, there's nothing for you to place an order and get in the next few days, right? In hand. And there's some days where there's even nothing to order because we have that pre-order window. So
Mhm.
if you go on a day when we're not selling big rubber guys, um, you kind of just fall off and then that's it, right? We
Yeah.
lose a customer. So um, we're gonna create like a top hits type thing with evergreen products where we'll make a ton of them and we'll see how it goes. And when I say make a ton, it's not I'll make a a good number to start off with, and if I see that they're doing poorly, then that's it. I'm not reordering it. But if it sells out, I'll go, okay, I'm gonna place a reorder on these. We can expect them in hand in 2 or 3 weeks. And that'll be our system. But yeah, so like anyone that we have in contract is eligible for that. It's just we need to figure out what the demand is. Um, and I think we're gonna start doing that fairly soon. I just need to see the calendar. I should have probably popped it open so I could probably answer these better. But then I know I'm gonna leak something out and then I'm gonna get my ass kicked by a guy named Matthew.
um Actually, you guys have a big announcement for a big signing, and Scott, if you'd like to bring up the next series of major bendies.
Yes, sir. Give me 1 sec.
And this one popped the collector community.
Yeah.
This one sent shockwaves through the collector community, to say the least.
I was doing
Oh, go ahead.
I was doing an interview with a local newspaper, and my phone just kept on going off. It was just all the notifications of what was going on, and I go, "Ah, I guess someone posted something."
Your battery's dying in front of you as you see all
Yeah.
these notifications come in. As you can see, there is Extreme Series 2 with Jerry Lynn, Mikey Whipwreck, Francine, Shane Douglas, and wow, you guys got Dusty Rhodes. That is huge right there.
I love that figure so much. Like, you want to talk about selling the drug that is nostalgia? That one got me right in the feels. That is every bit of Dusty Rhodes in the Bunkhouse Stampede finals, kicking ass inside of a cage. Like, that is the perfect Dusty figure. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah, it's really great. And we have Brian Beatty doing the design on it, and the 3D design is incredible. I'm really excited to get this in hand. And then we have Jerry Lynn doing the hand pose.
Mm-hmm.
We had a huge debate internally over the hand, and
Who won out?
Matt didn't want it. Brian and I double teamed him and told him to shut up, and we're doing it.
Is that how it went down?
Basically,
you guys made the right call. That looks really good.
Yeah. So,
and Shane Douglas and Francine also look really good.
Yep.
I don't want to
icons.
I really don't want to gloss over Lynn, Whipwreck, Francine, and Douglas, but the Dusty Rhodes, as I said, sent shockwaves throughout the collector community. I take it Dusty's available for a lot of the third-party companies to make now.
Yeah. I mean, he has the micro brawler.
Yep.
So we were able to come up with a deal with his family. We were lucky enough that Matt knows the family. So he was able to get it done. He's kind of best friends with a guy on TV called Cody.
Oh, with Gold
Some
Dust.
guy with a story.
Yeah.
Oh, he's friends
with a story.
Yeah. Oh, he's friends with Gold Dust. I see.
Please stop.
What?
I'll be thrown out of here. It'll just be me and Kanik talking. You don't want that. We gotta have a guiding light, Jeff, and you're supposed to be that light.
You're gonna mute me up in the.
You know what it is? It's Cody's dog and Matt's dog are both friends. And...
Matt knows Stardust too. I mean, I'm joking. No, that's that's awesome, man. I mean, to say the least, a lot of people were blowing me up over here, going, "Wait, Dusty?" And I'm like, "Wait,
yeah,
what did I miss?" And next thing you know, that picture's coming across on my phone. So happy for you guys. I know where this can lead to. I won't speculate. I'm more interested about Robert Gibson being announced because, huge Express fan over here. But also with the major bendies, there are variants.
Yep. Let me bring those up here.
Nice job on these variants too. Scott.
Yeah,
There we go.
TT is great. Um, yeah, so the Jerry Lynn, I mean, they're all bloody, right? But
Hmm.
the Jerry Lynn and the Francine are also completely new outfits because checked to see when did Francine ever get bloodied,
Hmm.
and it was once, and she was wearing that dress. So
Nice
you
callback.
have,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Excellent.
and
Excellent.
for Jerry Lynn, you have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Pretty much have to. And as you see, Dusty's got blood around the eyes. That's awesome. These all
As he
look
would always do in the Bunkhouse Stampede finals. Dusty always looked like that at the finish of the match. So you can get both of them. You have Dusty at the beginning of the match, and then you got
Mhm.
Dusty at the end of the match.
so are these going to be inserted randomly or
No, so we call them bloody chases, but they're really variants. We give people the opportunity to place an order for the ones that they want. So if you want the bloody, you can order the bloody. If you just want the regular version, order just the regular version. If you want both, you can order both. Um, we do it that way now, because I felt guilty. Well, we all felt guilty. These things we understand aren't cheap, right? No independent toy company can produce
correct?
a $10 or $15 product or $20 product. Um, so if you're gonna spend this money, you should have a say on what you want.
Hmm.
And it's a mistake that we've learned in the past with Bendy's and even with Demolition. We wanted it to be a fun, like surprise thing, and we realized all we were doing was just angering some people. So um, we changed it and just let you choose which one you want.
You guys made the right move. Because I heard it too. Some people didn't want the variant demolition; they wanted the regular. Some
But
people, it led to trading. A lot of people were trading amongst each other, which was cool.
Right.
As the collector community coming together for each other.
yeah,
But you guys definitely made the right decision on going that route with letting the collectors choose what they want, and that was the smartest move you could do.
Are the production numbers going to be the same,
mm.
Michael, between the bloody and the regular? Or there's going to be a difference?
So this is also going to go with the same model that we're doing with Big Rubber Guys, and this is a model that we're taking place throughout all our um, figure lines, where it's the pre-order is the order, and we make exactly that amount. So if you miss out on the pre-order and you can't find it at retail anymore, you're gonna have to go to a third party store like eBay. Um, so the number of quantities differ for each person.
Got it.
Um,
Made to order.
so yeah,
Got it.
so I'm lucky enough that I've been dealing with this factory for years now. Even before doing this stuff, I've built a pretty good relationship where our minimums have gone down tremendously. It used to be 1,000 each, and now I can go as low as 100 if I want.
Mm.
Um, it's just, does that make financial sense,
Right.
Right.
right?
Right.
But with this new pre-order model, we can take a gamble and do, you know, independent stars from GCW or Hog or whatever. And if they sell, they sell. If they don't, we just take that financial hit and we hope that, there's someone that can balance out the sheet that will make money.
Mhm.
But we pay everyone a fair royalty as well. So once that period is done, we send out checks to um, all the families or wrestlers who are supposed to get it. Um, yeah.
Have any wrestlers been hitting you up lately for because
And
you've told the do I say honky tonk man story before?
yeah, yeah.
Where Honky Tonk Man was like, "Hey, make a figure of me," and you're like, "You're under a WWE deal. I can't."
Yeah, you got a cease and desist. You put it in the microwave and you close the door and you forget about it. Uh, That's one guy I'm excited to see at WrestleCon, Honky Tonk Man. Um, yeah, I get it's almost daily now that there's people hitting me up asking for a big rubber guy or a major bendy. Um, it's insane. It's like when we first started, we were hunting these people down, and
Yeah.
now we don't have to do anything. They just come to us.
Hmm.
Given there are people that we still want, um, that we are hunting down, and we're gonna probably continue doing it that way.
Are you going to
It's like
use
for
WrestleCon as a way to talk to some of these people?
absolutely.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to the Squared Circle Expo at the end of March, which is like a week before WrestleCon, and then there's some people there that we want to talk to, and then people at WrestleCon we're going to talk to.
Nice. So food spots in Philadelphia.
Hold on,
Wh-
Jeff. Let's go back to the Square
Oh,
Circle
my
Expo.
bad. My bad.
Oh yeah.
I was all excited for Philadelphia now.
I know. We'll talk cheesesteaks here in a minute.
I want to talk cheesesteak. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh, Squared Circle Expo. Yes, I'll be there. We have a few Series 3 left. There was one retailer who never paid, and didn't answer my emails,
Oh.
and I
Hmm.
just canceled their order, so I have their inventory.
Oh.
It's a small mom and pop shop. I'm not even sure where they're located. I don't want to say their name,
Mhm.
but
No free plugs here. Come on now.
yeah. I just don't want to bury someone that shouldn't be buried.
All right, that too.
I don't know what their financial situation is. Maybe they can't pay for it or whatever. Um, or they're just being jerks and don't want to answer my emails. Um, so I have some extra inventory, and then we do order extras for when there's issues with the figures, uh, for replacements, and luckily, um, I don't know if I said this last time. We had a big issue of demolition where a lot of them came damaged, the packaging,
Oh.
Oh.
and that's what was the cause of the slow shipping because I had to wait to get replacement card backs.
Oh.
And the delivery for the new card backs, uh, UPS lost it, so I had to wait for another delivery, and it was just a big issue. So it took me about a month, maybe a month and a half to ship everything out. But in reality, I could have gotten that done very quickly. Um, this shipment, what I did was I created a new system on how to pack and ship the figures.
Mhm.
So I won't say the number, but there was thousands of figures that we had, right?
Yeah.
Out of those that were being fulfilled, I would say less than 20 came damaged with damaged card backs or bubbles. Um, which is an incredible number to have
Oh.
damaged. So we didn't have to replace that many. So I have a few extras. It's not a lot. And I probably won't bring everything to the Squared Circle Expo. I might bring the remaining amount to WrestleCon.
Mhm.
I haven't decided yet, but that's where the inventory is from. So it is still made to order, guys. It's just lucked out.
Can I ask a question regarding is that the Squared Circle Expo? Is that their logo or is that a logo you guys made up?
That's their logo.
Okay, okay. Because maybe I'm reading too much into things nowadays, but that is the logo or the color scheme of American Gladiators.
It is.
And
Yeah.
I'm
It
like,
is.
is there a big rubber guy Nitro coming? I mean, come on.
Actually, we were working on that, but
What?
I,
Wait.
I
Let's
have
talk. Wait.
actually have a Nitro signed up there.
Oh, you got a Nitro. Wait, the figure from the 1990s?
Yeah, I have it signed by Nitro.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. So
Yeah.
wait, American Glad is that going to be the next property
No,
you're kind of going?
we I think this has been announced already. If not, fuck it. When the documentary came out, Matt and Brian and I were like so obsessed with American Gladiators. I think as everyone was.
Everyone was, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Matt and I reached out to Nitro and tried to set up some sort of deal, and we were gonna try to do like a San Diego Comic Con exclusive Nitro,
Hmm.
and he just never signed the contract. And said he was very
Oh,
interested in doing it, and it just the time passed, and I felt like the American Gladiators lost momentum, and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna sell the numbers that we would need for it to make sense now. Um, and then I saw him at New York Comic Con.
mhm.
I was getting my figure signed. I didn't tell him where I was or anything, but he was so fascinated that I had it in a ringside protector because those protectors fit the American Gladiators perfectly.
Mhm.
He asked where I got it, and I told him, it's like, yeah, you know, someone wanted to make a figure of me, and I just never signed the contract. I go, yep, that was me. He like pulled me to the side, started talking to me. It was so sweet. He was like, I just didn't understand what it was. This is my first convention. Now I get it. Like, this is what people collect now, and this is what people
Absolutely.
do. And I'm
That
like,
line's
yeah,
going to increase if he has an action figure, man.
yeah,
That's easy money at that point.
yeah. So it's still an option. I have his info and I can contact him. Um, but we have so much going on right now
Yeah,
that I think at the time 100% I would have done it. Now I need a little bit more convincing.
got it.
Um, yeah, we're trying to expand into the music section, the movie section, comic books,
Jay and
TV.
Silent Bob.
We have Jay and Silent Bob.
Hmm.
So, I have my hands packed already.
Well, I've got to ask. I mean, Jeff and I are huge Kevin Smith fans.
Yeah.
Jeff way bigger than me in terms of being a huge Kevin Smith fan, but does this open up his film universe to you guys, like Mallrats and the Clerk sequels and Chasing Amy, you name it? Does
Dogma.
Dogma, yeah, does this open up? I mean, of course, I would assume they would be in Major Bendy form, but does this
Yeah,
open up that
so
universe to you guys?
we can do like I can't do a Ben Affleck figure. I would need permission from Ben Affleck, I
Right.
Okay.
believe. But I am able to do certain characters from the universe other than um Jay and Silent Bob, but I think it's more focused on the Jay and Silent Bob section. Like I can do the Clerks guys. I just need a separate approval
Okay.
from them. But
Yeah.
it's from my understanding, it's not a big issue. Um, we can do Buddy Christ. We can do the movies guy.
Oh
Um,
man, you make a Buddy Christ, dude. I am in.
I,
I am in.
I'm, I'm. If I don't see your name as a first order, I'm gonna be very upset.
Oh, dude, yeah. I work for a religious company, so just having a Buddy Christ on my desk would just be like, yes, please, right there, front and center.
I mean, I got kicked out of Catholic school, so I might as well, right?
Dude, that'd be
So,
My
amazing.
life went downhill after that in
so,
kindergarten.
so just picking up on something you just said, your music line.
Yeah.
Um, are you guys looking rock? You guys looking more of a rap route? Um,
Um, I would. So we have nothing signed officially yet, but I've been talking to a few people and just negotiating some stuff. But I'm lucky enough that I've been in this world for such a long time,
mhm.
and I like to think that people like me. Um,
We do like you, man. We do. We're not in that world, but I mean, we do like you.
I had I had someone say something bad about me on the internet. I took a screenshot and I sent it to in a group chat for Major Bendy's, and I sent it And Matt goes, "You have to realize not everyone's gonna like you." I go, "No, everyone fucking likes me. Everyone hates you. I'm Ray Romano. You're Chris Rock."
if you're not getting hate on the internet, man, then you're not doing it
Yeah.
right.
Are you even existing?
Yeah.
Like, come
Yeah,
on.
do you even exist?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm friends with a few people that work at in licensing for these record labels that have access to people in rap and rock and country and so I'm looking at all avenues right now. Are there people that I would really like to do? 100%, just because I'm a fanboy and um hopefully we can get some sort of agreement. Now, if you think that I am gonna sign Taylor Swift tomorrow, I would love it because that would mean that I could retire on a beach with my dog. With the amount of figures that we would sell, it's just not gonna happen. But yeah, and
Nice.
then also, I've been looking in the avenues of stand-up comedy. My I came from a comedy background, um, and my brother used to be a comedian. I worked at the comedy clubs when I was a teenager. So I'm friends with a lot of the guys that are, who are now famous in stand-up. They were nobodies back then, but so that's very easily obtainable. And I went to a comedy club just 2 days ago and spoke to a few people who seemed very interested in doing stuff. It's just
It seems like a
getting
mostly
them to do.
untapped market.
Yeah.
I think so, and
Especially if you go into
um,
like the legends, man. That's
I think the
it's never been
legends.
done.
I think the legends might be tougher for me. I think I can get current guys very easily. Um, so you know, uh, I don't know.
I'm
I don't
telling
know
you,
if
if
I
there's
could say, but I guess it's already on my social media. I was with Mark Norman. I was with really one of my really good friends, Giannis Pappas, who does the character Mauricio.
Mhm.
Um, talking to them, talk to the club owners who are huge wrestling fans, so they know about major venues already. Um, it, so just networking and getting those things done, it just branches me out into a bigger comedy scene. Um, I just, I'm a little worried about if the market's there.
right.
See what they think. And yeah, just try to figure something out. But I'm excited for that. If we can get a deal, 'cause I'm just a huge stand-up fan as
I,
well. So, and I think
I'm telling you right now, if Mitch Hedberg's name is on that board, my name will be the first one. You said
you'll have my name next to Buddy Christ and Jeff is next to
my
Mitch
name
Hedberg.
will
Like
definitely be right next
orders
to Mitch
number
Hedberg.
one and number one.
I don't. I mean, I would love one. I just don't know if those guys know how to get in contact with his family to get it done. But
That
I'm
yeah.
sure, there's an agency or something that represents him. Um, but yeah, it's a very interesting market, and
Hmm.
I want to see where it goes. And like I said, I'm fortunate enough that I know most of these guys. My stand-up background, so
Well,
it can easily be done.
we have another thing to talk about at the meetup.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Yes.
I gotta ask, so the music line, hypothetically, what's gonna be
Yeah.
your wheelhouse, Michael? What is like, if you could have, say, three figures made, what genre are you pulling those three figures from? Or
Oh, it's Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift.
And there's your beachfront property to retire on. Boom, done.
Um, I'm into rock and rap. I mean, I got Biggie here from Super Seven. Um, I like Green Day. Um, Wu-Tang, My Chemical Romance.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay, so we're not getting a Fred Durst figure, is what you're saying.
It's possible.
I like keeping the options open. All right.
Make sure it's a red ball cap turned
Yeah,
backwards.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Oh, Michael, we do want to thank you for being on as always. But as I said at the very beginning, it means a lot that you are going to be at the Fig Life Meetup 3. We'll probably be seeing you at WrestleCon prior, but the fact that you're going to be there, man, it means a lot. But first, let's get all the plugs out of the way. I mean, you got a lot. You got Squared Circle Expo. When is that?
I think it's March 29th, Squared Circle Expo. Don't ask me what state because I can't remember.
What state is it in?
Indianapolis. Indiana.
Okay. I've been telling family Minnesota, and I'm like, I think that's wrong. So Square Circle Expo, March 29th to the 30th. I'll have Series 3 Big Rubber Guys. I will bring a limited amount of major bendies that we have left. We actually lost a lot of our inventory in the coming days. And when I say lose, I mean we've sold out. So
that's
Sabu
good.
sold out. Chelsea is sold out. The Good Brothers have sold out. Yeah, so these things are moving fast now, which is a good and bad thing. Bad thing that I'm the only one packing and shipping out orders. Good thing is it's getting out the door. And WrestleCon, I'll be there all days. I will bring the Macho Man exclusive. If there's leftover Series 3, I may bring it. And I may bring leftover Series 4. I haven't decided because that is arriving next week. I got the phone call, got the confirmation. We scheduled a time. I asked the guy what was he wearing. He told me to go fuck himself. But yeah, no. We had a very nice call. It was like the guy probably thinks I'm a giant idiot. He's like, "Is Wednesday okay for you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, can it actually come faster? Like if it's available, like you have a better time slot?" He's like, "No, this has to come from California to you in New Jersey. Not I can't time travel." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you already had the hub in New Jersey. I'm sorry. You had a New Jersey area code."
And Scott, if you can you bring up the Macho Man one more time?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Bring it up.
So I'll have Major Bendies. I'll have Big Rubber Guys. We do have a Major Bendies exclusive for our live show that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't sell out there, sorry, it's all the beer now is now causing hiccups and burps. Well,
it's talking back.
Yeah.
It's so tough now.
If they don't sell out the show, I'll bring them to WrestleCon. And then I'll have a few other major bendies available. The Kanik major bendy will be there.
Nice.
Just because I need beer money for the week. and steak sandwich money.
Cheesesteak, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Any demolition leftovers? Because demolition's going to be at WrestleCon.
No, those are completely sold out.
Completely wiped out. So secondary market, you're at their mercy.
Yeah, we had, I'm gonna say 10, maybe 15 extras. And I brought them to Toy Ohio, which is an incredible toy show. It was my first time being there. It was insane. It was like I legit thought I died and woke up in Toys R Us in the 90s and the 80s because it was just all vintage stuff. It was none of the garbage that you normally see at a toy show. Like they don't have someone just selling Funkos and it's just Funkos at every freaking aisle. It was legit great quality stuff at great prices. And But yeah, so I bought the demolition there, and literally within the first less than 10 minutes, I would say, sold out.
Wow, gone, huh?
People just like waiting just to come in, just to come get the big rubber guys. It was incredible.
Wow.
It was really, really like I'm grateful for the response that I'm receiving, but that was like the coolest thing in the world. I was like, I am finally the hot person in school.
And it only took some demolition face paint to get there. Nice.
I just need a face mask.
That's how you do it. Oh, so you're going to be at WrestleCon all days. You have the Macho Man exclusive. Also, pre-orders for the Extreme Series 2.
Yeah, pre-orders for Extreme Series 2, I believe will start on not this Friday. Well, won't hear it Friday. So it'll be next Friday. What date is that?
That'd be the 8th.
Yeah, so it'll be the 8th of March. And then we're gonna do a month pre-order. So
Okay.
by the end of the March, you have to order them, and then at the end of March, we close the pre-order, and you won't be able to get them again. Like,
Yep.
that's it.
So for all you ECW fans, this is calling everybody's name.
Yeah, that's a pretty iconic ECW lineup right there.
And we didn't mention the Mikey Whipwreck has the licensed shirt from Liquid Blue.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, so they let us do that, which is really cool.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, is that the first time it's been done? Or did FTC? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think you've got the Whipwreck figure hanging up on the wall, don't you?
Is
it the same one?
Where is it?
There's so many.
I know there are so many.
It's littered.
I've lost it.
Is it in a suitcase somewhere?
No, it's not in a suitcase.
That never got unpacked from 4 years ago.
Hey, I work at my own pace. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now, Scott Toon.
No, that looks amazing. That is a badass Whipwreck.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
Michael, we can't wait to see you, man.
It's gonna be a blast.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
We'll be cheersing. We'll be having a great time at the Fig Life Meetup 3. We'll also be seeing you beforehand and after. So
you can take photos of what I'll be looking sober and what I'll be looking drunk.
Oh, Michael, any chance you're going to the Blue Meanies meetup on Thursday night?
I think I want to say yes, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
I do know it's happening. It's the dive bar. They sell the nice PBRs because Meanie had told me about it before. I do like Meanie. I would like to go. I think I have something else going on that day.
Okay, got it. Got it. Well, it is going from 7 until 2, so if you're able to squeak out even an hour, we'll see you there.
Yeah. Yeah, if I do go, it's gonna be late at night. And
right
I'll
on,
be
man.
so hammered.
Well, worst case, we see you at the meetup or at WrestleCon.
Yeah.
And we'll sing Blood Brothers from Iron Maiden. That's what we'll do.
If we have to.
Absolutely, man.
Iron Maiden has a pretty good beer.
Yes, they do. The Trooper. Yep.
Yeah.
Meant to be drinking at room temperature.
Yeah. I still don't follow that. I just still freeze it.
It's it's an England thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, the artist from Iron Maiden was at Stockton Con this past weekend.
That's right. Derek Riggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody got their Funko 4-pack signed of the Eddies, and they had Derek Riggs sign it, who actually drew them. So yeah, it was pretty badass.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Michael, can't wait to see you in a month, man. Thank you for coming on.
Can't wait. Thank you guys for having me.
Figures are looking good, man.
Thank you. And I just want to say real quick, thank you again for being supportive with me since day one.
Yep.
I'm sure I was a pain in the ass to deal with before. I hope I'm not a big of a pain of ass anymore.
Never.
No, dude, you've never been a pain in my ass, dude. No, we've always liked you, dude. We've always loved you
Yeah,
over here,
it's
man.
always fun, man. It's always
It's
fun.
always fun dealing with you, man.
Jeff never lets me drink beer unless you're on anyway. So cheers to you, my friend.
Cred. Here's my cred. South Park reference.
Yep.
Michael, thank you again for being on, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.